Yes, where do you see Egyptian Americans during this process, and what kind of role do you think they can take during Egyptians' democratic transition?
Well, I mean, there are different roles. One, as citizens. In our party, we are pushing strongly for granting Egyptians abroad the right not only to participate in elections as voters, but to run as candidates for legislative councils. In fact, we do have neighboring countries like Morocco, which does have a bloc for Moroccans living abroad, represented by parliamentarians elected in Morocco, but most of them have been living abroad before joining the Moroccan parliament. So we need to figure out a way of integrating Egyptians living abroad not only as voters, but as voters and as potential participants in legislative councils, legislators. Secondly, their role of Egyptians abroad is just like our role here in Egypt, which is keep an eye on what's going on as an interested and well-informed citizen. So every one of us has every right to be well-informed about politics, to follow what's going on, to create and modify and sustain his or her preferences, electoral preferences, political preferences. So that role of interested citizens, mobilized citizens, which is, at the end of the day, the ultimate guarantor for democracy, is needed not only from Egyptians within, but from Egyptians abroad as well. Thirdly, there are different roles to be played with regard to social and economic development in Egypt. And here I'm not referring to Egyptians abroad as being potential funders. It's too little, and I guess it contains a bit of a discriminatory discourse against them now. But as true participants in social and democratic developmental efforts, there are different ideas which are being circulated as of now.
Entrepreneurship.
Exactly. Join governmental or non-governmental efforts. Try to help us with your expertise to fix the issue of poverty, illiteracy, different efficiencies which we have in the health sector, insurance sectors. Egyptians abroad are in most cases well educated, have great expertise which we have to benefit from. And finally, Egyptians abroad have every right to suggest to their fellow country women and men national projects. If you guys see a national project which you deem relevant, you have to find carriers for that project to be part of our local debate. Of course, here your counterparts are primarily political parties and civil society organizations.
Specifically speaking to your political party, are there suggestions or things you would like to see young Egyptian Americans affect Egyptian American politics or even foreign policy? Do you feel that there's something that they can do that they're not doing now?
Well, not only young Egyptian Americans. No, I mean, the reference is to
well, I mean, looking forward
to Egyptian Americans in general. So I'm not for sustaining that duality of young and old in Egypt. I mean, it's a society for everyone, and the same goes for Egyptians living abroad. In the U.S., what we need is help politically, contest your rights, stand your ground, and demand your political rights, not only as voters, but as legislators as well. Stand your ground and help us with ideas and expertise with regard to different social and economic developmental efforts. Stand your ground and keep an eye on what's going on as well-informed citizens. If you do that, we'll definitely be in a better shape.
Thank you.
Please.